I want to let you guys know that I actually watched an insanely important black film last night that I'd never seen before.
The Django. Again.
Mean Girls.
Nigga, you said Major Pain.
No, I did not say Major Pain. He guessed Major Pain.
Oh, nigga, I'm taking my clap back.
But she's from Africa, so I think it counts.
Oh,
in the
Who is?
movie.
Lindsay
In the movie,
Lohan?
yeah, Lindsay Lohan grew up in Africa, and then she moves to the school full of mean girls.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though.
It's got to count, right?
I ain't gonna lie though. I like Mean Girls though. I like that movie.
I'm not
It's
gonna
a
lie,
good
that's a
movie.
very classic
It's a good
movie,
movie, it's a
but
good movie. I ain't
I can't
gonna
believe
hate.
I can't believe you
Well,
text
you thought that shit was funny though.
I was trolling you. Yeah.
I know.
you text that in the group chat earlier like I watched an important black film.
Because yesterday when Lena threw it on, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, like AD keeps telling me watch Baby Boy. Like I should watch Baby Boy
have
after
to.
this. So that I'm
Yeah.
stuck here watching fucking Mean Girls, and I started thinking, I'm like, well, she is from Africa, so anyway.
I just don't understand why the white homies just have to think that jokes like that are fun. That was just not
It's
fun.
just me.
No, I have a couple white homies that make
But
jokes.
you want to
like-
know what?
like
Aaron
that.
Samuels, the guy that she has a crush on the whole time in the fucking movie. I forget his name in real life.
was gonna
but
say that. Okay.
He's the hot guy that sits in front of her in class, and they're making faces at each other and everything. There's a gym I used to work out at, and when I went there, my girl told me, my personal trainer told me, they're like, that guy over there, he was in Mean Girls. You know him from Mean Girls.
And
And
you're
I'm
like,
like,
no, I don't.
I haven't seen Mean Girls. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But it's a guy. He looks sort of familiar. Like he's probably an actor and stuff. Reasonably good looking.
He was
Is
in
he
a
Zac-
movie, but
is he
he's
Zac
probably an
Efron?
actor.
No, but I'm talking about me seeing him in the gym. I'm looking at this guy like, oh yeah, like he looks like he could be an actor, whatever. And we actually at one point we had a weird ass interaction where I'm in the gym, I'm in the bathroom changing.
And he sees my dick.
He comes in. No, he just came in like mad high energy, like saying what's up to me and stuff. And I just remember being like mad, like sussed out, and just being like just looking at him crazy. And I think he kind of like took offense to it a little bit. I don't ever see him anymore, but so I could just sort of air this up. But then the craziest shit ever happened to him, right? He's making a turkey on fucking Thanksgiving, right? He's picking up the fucking turkey. He accidentally spills the boiling hot grease from the fucking turkey all over his shin, and he burnt through his whole fucking shin.
Now he looks like Deadpool.
I don't know what Deadpool looks like under the suit necessarily.
So he's like Rio, the young OG of acting.
Of kneecaps.
but just his shin, yeah. But I feel like I don't know how it looks now, but I think it got
that
better.
sounds like possibly the worst pain of all time.
I know.
That sounds terrible.
You know, I was thinking about Rio when I was hearing that story too, like
Yeah,
Rio burning his fucking face off, and
His
everything,
face
yeah.
and hand and everything is so crazy.
yeah.
Can I just jump into the fucking sad news that I woke up this morning to? Oh,
So
man.
sad. And we do have the AC on.
Yeah, we do. So I don't
hoodie's
know.
extra
I don't know. I'm sitting there minding my business or whatever, and I seen you see one post, and then you see another post, and then you just keep going through, and you seeing other people post it, and you're like, damn, is this real? R.I.P. to the fucking legend himself, Six Dogs, man. R.I.P. man.
Huge legend of SoundCloud rap. That whole era. If you actually watch the early No Jumper vlogs, like when me and Lena started kicking it and stuff,
Yeah.
there's one vlog where it's so obvious that we were partying until like 3 a.m, and you hear his like it was Flossin' and Fago Dreams,
Yeah,
right? You hear those songs over and over and over in the background of that video. Like that was the soundtrack
Yeah.
to our lives for a couple of months there.
my mom that I'm sorry.
And we know that AD is sort of in the dark about
AD
this topic.
probably
It's
has
totally okay.
no idea what the fuck we're talking about, but it's okay.
He just found out about emo. He just found out about trans people.
No, I did not.
Not that he's trans, but you know. But man, that shit's so sad. And it really makes you feel like, fuck. Like he came out, he had such a wave going, and it, it's like kind of feels like the fans sort of like moved on pretty quick,
You know what it was too with him? I really feel that he was very like eccentric, and very just like one with the nature and very positive. And I feel like he really was just like a random kid that was making music on SoundCloud, which is how it happened for pretty much a lot of people. Just being, he just happened to find success on SoundCloud kind of randomly, and then he was kind of thrusted into. Like he's about to be like the next up emo, like emotional type trap singer or whatever.
And that shit kind of showed me how crazy somebody could blow up real quick because Six Dogs literally, and I remember tweeting about, I was trying to find a tweet earlier today, but Six Dogs copped a fucking SoundCloud repost from your homie.
Yep. Ned Arb, mhm.
And then Ned showed Began, or Began might have just seen it on his SoundCloud.
Ned showed all, no, Ned listened to it and then like was like, "Yo, this
Right.
nigga is it." Like,
Yeah. And
which
then-
like think about that scenario now. If someone paid me for a SoundCloud repost, they would probably have to pay me extra for me to actually listen to it. But still, DM me if y'all need that. but
And check us out on stream every Friday.
yeah. No,
Great,
but
and you after this. What?
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you know, like what were the odds of like Ned actually listening to it and being like, "Yo, this is fire," and then showing other people.
Showed Began. Began showed me. All of a sudden, we're banging it in the videos. Every video, we're just listening to this shit. I DM'd him.
Yeah.
Immediately, we start talking. And then the one thing I regret, though, is that we didn't do a podcast together. We did the Exposed,
Oh yeah,
which is kind of a shame. But then also, I remember like he was going through some weird shit because I'm pretty sure his parents were mad religious and like his mom
Yeah,
wasn't
they
trying to
probably-
let him be a rapper. So she was kind of like holding him
His
away
first
from a lot
song
of
is
this. and
"Tell
shit.
My Mom I'm Sorry. I just popped another oxy."
Yeah.
Like, you know. So it's like, but like, what I was trying to get at is, I don't think that he was necessarily trying to like chase after the fame aspect, and like he wasn't really like trying to be like in the spotlight and be like a rapper like that. I think he just liked making music and like.
I think he felt like he kind of, like his energy might have got tainted by the music industry
Yes.
and being around all this LA shit. I very much kind of got that vibe from him. I remember like Benny Blanco embracing him, I believe, at
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
one
yeah.
point, and
I saw
working
him
with
post
and
about
stuff.
him today.
Yeah, that was a weird moment because that was like, oh shit, when you have Benny Blanco fucking with you, all of a sudden like you could have huge pop records
Mm-hmm.
coming your way. It didn't feel like he ever really like embraced being that celebrity, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think, I feel like that was, it might have been a little too much for him to handle. I feel like, you know, he was like a good old country boy from Atlanta, and like, I don't think he was just fucking with that shit. But do we have a confirmed story of what actually happened, or is it like?
everybody's been saying suicide, and I haven't seen anybody
what does-
dispelling that. But I don't know if drugs
Yeah.
were a factor or if he was into that and stuff. Obviously, like I saw, like because obviously his music, he talked about drugs a lot at one point. But
Yeah.
then also I saw a lot of people saying that he wasn't into
Yeah,
drugs,
yeah.
which I think he might have said in some interviews and stuff like that. He did put out a project like a year ago.
Yeah.
And when I went to look at it, I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I saw that, like, you know, it didn't necessarily go too crazy. I just really wonder, like, where he was at mentally leading up to this and what kind of mental state he was in. But I think he recorded a lot of stuff, like he recorded an album over the last year
Yeah.
or some shit. So there's definitely more music.
I mean, he had tweets like, you know, from a couple months ago being like, you know, check up on your like your friends in this like rat race that we're in, and like, you know, like, I know I can't be the only one feeling like this, and like shit like that. And it's like, it's the truth, bro. It's like he said one day I'll wake up feeling like a superhero and like I could take over the world, and then some other days it's like I just wanted to cry and quit. That's what he said specifically.
Sad as fuck.
And
I
it's
feel like he's very much similar personality-wise, I think, to Peep, in that
Dude,
he was
so-
like a super
Exactly.
sensitive, like a real person, like a very, you know, very much like enjoyed the softer things in life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he just gets thrust into this like music industry shit that just kind of suck the fucking soul out of you.
Bro,
Pause.
one of the most awkward things that I think I've ever like was around was just like when we used to all be like after they all moved out of like that loft, and then like like Peep had his own apartment and shit.
Right.
It would be just so many people in this like 3-bedroom, two bedroom like apartment, and like it would be a house full of motherfuckers like in this nigga house, and he would be in the corner like by himself, like basically like not even talking to anybody. And like one time I went over to him, I was like, yo, like you good? Like you could like read the anxiety on his face. But I think everyone was just so fucked up and just not even paying attention, you know? It's like he was just in the corner one time. I was like, yo, like, are you good? And he was like, is it too many people here like bothering you or something? I was like, you want me to tell people to leave? And he was like, bro, like his eyes got big, like, bro, please. Like it's so much going on right now. And it's like, I just feel like some people like that, they just not ready for that type of shit that fast and such a young age. Like Six Dogs was 21.
Like if you gave me at this point in my life, or any of us, if you gave us, you know, millions of dollars and like all this fame and stuff, it's like we would be much more equipped to handle it. Whereas when you look at Peep and Six Dogs and shit, like a lot of these guys, they're very much like just not, they don't have any traits there, or the sort of like hardened skin and personality that you build up over
Hell
the
yeah.
years. It's just they're so young and they just have everything thrown at them, and it's so hard to sort of handle it. Like seeing the Six Dogs thing happen, like seeing him pass a couple years removed from all that is like extra
I know,
fascinating to me,
I
and
know.
it really makes me want to know exactly what happened and stuff. Like I don't know, it's super sad. It really kind of like caps off a lot of that, you know, that whole generation. Like so many people, like when I listen to Six Dogs now, like re-listening to a lot of that music today, I'm like, bro, like if he had fully embraced it, I feel like he could have had a big chunk of like the success that somebody like Juice WRLD had. You know,
Yeah,
like
but
he had a
then-
lot of fucking talent, and he could have made
He was
huge
amazing.
records if he had actually like really fully embraced that. You
But
know?
it's crazy though, because it's like it's so many people that are from that era though that were so influential and so like inspired the people like Juice WRLD and shit like that, who took that same kind of like was in that same type of lane, but just took it to the next fucking level. And like, yeah, you're right. It's like, but again, I think it all ties back to, is that what he really wanted? A lot of people are content with just making music, making content, and like the fact that they can make a living and like be comfortable off of that. They are comfortable with that, you
I
know?
just wonder what his life was like, and I wonder if the story is as simple as him choosing to take his own life. I wonder if he would have expected like his name to be trending so high on Twitter, and for
Bro.
so many people to be saying how much his music meant to him and stuff. Like, you know,
That's always the sad part is like, bro, like, you know, like we don't know what the fuck is in the afterlife or what's gonna happen, but it's like, damn, you don't even get to see like how much people really fucked with you and fucked with the shit you put out years ago, the shit you put out last year. Like, but like, you know, I think about that all the time too. I'm like, bro, like if I passed away anytime soon, like who would really give a fuck? You know, I know.
Don't talk like that.
I know, you're right. You're right though. You're right, right.
Don't put that in there.
You're right. You're right. You shouldn't put that in the air at all. But like, I don't know, man. It's just sad. He was young. He was a really fucking nice kid. You know, I remember me and Lil Aaron like FaceTimed him for like hours one time. He was like talking to us about like fucking like signing a record deal or something if he like should do it. And like me, him and Ned were just on the phone with him for like hours of like.
I wonder if him signing a record deal was a disastrous decision from his point of view. You know, I wonder how
Yeah.
much of that he ended up regretting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because like, okay, think about it. He put out that Butt Cheek song with
Right.
the Lyrical Lemonade, and that was like, even though that was like a really good look, but still, I think Fago Dream still has way more
Oh, yeah, way
streams.
bigger.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
the Butt Cheeks one was interesting because that was like, oh shit, he's getting the Lyrical Lemonade cosign. I wonder how much that changes shit for him. But then it didn't really feel like he like fully like leaned into that, and like I don't know. It's like there's just so many questions that sort of come back to mind when you think about like exactly what happened in that career of his. And it's just, I mean, you just can't ignore it. Like losing Juice, losing Peep, losing so many of these people that were like just huge in terms of that style of music. It just, I don't know, it's super sad.
yeah, man. But just R.I.P. He will definitely be missed. Like he said, man, check up on your friends, check up on people that you know you might think are doing good, but you know, like, or you don't know, you haven't talked to them in a while. Check up on people, man. You really never know. I it's really saddened to hear that it wasn't that, you know, that it was apparent suicide, like, which even makes it even like a whole deeper talk. But like,
Also, if you can find the photo of me and Six Dogs, let me know, because I swear there was a photo, but I could not find it
there's
on Google
probably
today.
a photo somewhere for sure. He like the first thing he does.
I'm just trying to find it. What?
Adam 22
Crazy,
6
bro.
dollars.
No, that's what I did. I Googled Adam 22 Six Dogs. I know it existed, but I just couldn't find it. No, but like you got
you have
photos
to.
with
You
your
have
fucking
to. You
dead
have to.
friends. You want to have it, but
You
I
have
couldn't.
to.
I
You
couldn't
have to.
find
I
it.
felt that.
What's so wrong about that?
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just